haunted book. Once upon a time, there was a curious girl named Alice. She loved to read books and explore new things. She was brave and adventurous, but also kind and polite. Alice lived with her parents in a small town. Her parents were busy and often left her alone at home. Alice didn't mind, as long as she had her books to keep her company.
This book is so boring. It's about a princess who waits for a prince to save her. How lame.
She closes the book and tosses it aside.
I wish I had a more exciting book to read. A book that would take me to a different world. A world full of magic and mystery.
She looks around the living room and sees a pile of books on the shelf.
Maybe there's something interesting in there.
She gets up and walks to the shelf. She browses through the books and picks one at random.
What's this? The haunted book. That sounds promising.
She opens the book and reads the title page.
The Haunted Book? A collection of spooky stories by unknown authors. I wonder who wrote these stories.
She flips through the pages and sees that they are blank.
What? There's nothing here. It's just an empty book. That's weird. Why would someone make a book with no words? What's the point?
She shrugs and puts the book back on the shelf.
Oh, well, maybe I'll find something else to read.
She looks at the other books on the shelf, but none of them catch her eye.
These books are all boring too. They're all about history, science, or romance. Nothing fun or exciting. I guess I'll have to find something else to do.
She looks around the living room and sees nothing interesting.
There's nothing to do here either. This house is so dull and boring. I wish I could go somewhere else. Wait a minute. There is somewhere else I can go. Somewhere I've never been before. I can go to Grandma's attic.
Alice's grandmother had passed away a few years ago, leaving behind a big house full of old things. Alice's parents had inherited the house, but they rarely visited it. They said it was too dusty and creepy. Alice had always wanted to see what was inside Grandma's house, especially her attic. She had heard stories from Grandma about how she used to keep all kinds of treasures and secrets in there. Alice was curious and eager to find out what they were, but Alice's parents had forbidden her from going to Grandma's attic. They said it was too dangerous and dirty for a little girl like her. They said she could get hurt or sick if she went there. Alice didn't listen to them. She was not afraid of Grandma's attic. She was excited by it. She reaches the top of the stairs and sees a door with a sign that says, "Do not enter."
This is it. This is Grandma's attic. Oh no, it's locked. How am I going to get in?
She looks around and sees a key hanging on a hook next to the door.
Aha, there's the key.
She grabs the key and inserts it into the lock. She turns it and hears a click.
Yes, it worked.
She opens the door and sees a dark staircase leading up to the attic.
Here we go.
She turns on her flashlight and climbs up the stairs. Alice reaches the top of the stairs and enters the attic. She sees a large room filled with old furniture, boxes, trunks, and other items. It is dark and dusty, but also mysterious and fascinating.
Wow, look at all the stuff. Grandma was right. She did have a lot of treasures and secrets in here.
She walks around the attic, shining her flashlight on different things. She sees a rocking chair, a sewing machine, a dollhouse, a telescope, a globe, and many other things.
This is amazing. This is like a museum. I wonder what stories these things could tell. What's this? Clothes? This is beautiful. It looks like something Grandma would wear when she was young.
She puts the dress back in the trunk and picks up another item. It is a hat with feathers and flowers. It looks fancy and stylish.
This is pretty. It looks like something Grandma would wear to a party.
She shivers and puts the hat back in the trunk. She closes the trunk and moves on to another item. It is a book with a black cover and gold letters. It says The Haunted Book.
Hey, I've seen this before. This is the book I found in the living room. The one with no words.
She flips through the pages and sees that they are all blank.
That's strange. Why would Grandma keep an empty book in her attic? Maybe there's something hidden in here. Maybe there's a secret message or a clue.
She examines the book more closely, looking for any signs of writing or symbols.
Nothing here. Nothing here either. Nothing. Wait, what's this?
She stops at a page that has a faint mark on it. It looks like an ink stain or a smudge.
Is that a word? It says beware. Beware. Beware of what?
She turns the page and sees another word on the next page. It says
The what?
On the next page, it says stories. The next page says alive.
Alive? The stories are alive?
She feels a shock of horror and disbelief.
That's impossible. That's crazy. How can stories be alive?
She turns the page again and sees nothing on the next page.
That's it. That's all. What does it mean? This doesn't make any sense. This is just a prank or a joke or something. Yeah, that's it. This is just Grandma's way of having fun with me. She always liked to tell me scary stories when I was little. She always liked to make me laugh or scream or both. Nice try, Grandma. But you can't fool me with your silly tricks.
She walks away from the book, looking for something else to explore. She sees a chest and opens it. She sees a pile of toys inside.
This is fun. It looks like something Grandma would play with me when I was little.
Suddenly, a clone pops out of the music box toy, which scares her.
That's not funny. That's creepy. What's wrong with it? Why does it look so evil?
She hears a voice coming from the jack in the box.
Hello, Alice. Do you want to play with me?
What? Who said that?
I did. I'm Jack. Jack in the box.
You can talk.
Of course I can talk. I'm alive.
You're alive.
Yes, I'm alive. Thanks to you. Alice, you opened the book, the haunted book. The book that makes stories come to life.
The book. The book with no words.
Yes, that book. The book that has words now. The words that you read.
The words that I read?
Yes, the words that you read. The words that said, beware. The stories are alive. Those words were a warning, Alice. A warning that you ignored.
A warning? A warning for what?
A warning for this, Alice. This nightmare. The nightmare that you unleashed, Alice. The nightmare that you can't escape.
I can't escape?
No, you can't escape, Alice. You're trapped here, Alice. Trapped in the attic with me and my friends. The other toys in the chest. They're alive too, Alice. And they're hungry for fun. Come on, Alice. Let's play.
He reaches for her leg and tries to bite her.
Get away from me.
Alice runs to the door and tries to open it. She finds that it is locked. She remembers that she left it on the hook next to the door. She reaches for the key, but Jack jumps on her hand and bites her. She shakes him off and kicks him away.
Oh, that hurt. You can't get away from me, Alice. You can't get away from us.
He points to the chest, where other toys are coming out. They are all alive and evil. They are a doll, a soldier, a clown, a monkey, a robot, and a snake. They all laugh wickedly and surround Alice.
Stay away from me.
She tries to fight them off, but they are too many and too strong.
This can't be happening. This can't be real.
She looks at the book on the floor and sees that it is glowing.
The book. The book is doing this. The book makes stories come to life. The book is haunted. I have to stop the book. I have to end the story.
She pushes through the toys and grabs the book. She opens the book and sees that it has words on it. They are the words of the story that she is living. She reads the last sentence of the story.
And so they lived happily ever after. Or so they hoped.
She feels a surge of anger and frustration. She grabs a pen from her pocket and writes on the page, "The end." But then Alice found a way to escape. She tore up the book and threw it in the fire. She tears up the book and throws it in a fireplace that is nearby. The book catches fire and burns up. And as the book burned, something magical happened. A loud noise echoed through the attic, and a bright light flashed in front of Alice's eyes. She closed her eyes and felt a wave of relief wash over her. She opened her eyes and saw that everything was back to normal. The toys were back in their chest, the clothes were back in their trunk, and the door was unlocked. She ran to the door and opened it. She saw her parents standing outside, looking worried and confused.